It's too late. They brought him in and out too many times. He's got too much stank on him. It's too late. And I don't say that often, bro, because I always say you can save somebody. I always say that, but I think he's been in and out way too many times where now I think it would be very, very hard for anybody to take him seriously.
All right, let's talk about Omas. Omas is starting to become a big buzzing topic from someone who's just been sidelined in WWE for so long just because they just haven't had anything to do with them except for just bring them in as big guy fodder to push somebody and make them look better. That's essentially what he's been doing for a majority of his in-ring career on the main roster, except for be tag team champions with AJ Styles for a little bit. But other than that, I mean, he just brought in to just make some other people look good. He finally had an opportunity to, there's a partnership right now currently between WWE and Pro Wrestling Noah. Had a couple prominent names go to I had a couple of big names, one of them being Shinsuke Nakamura, who's currently the United States champion. Omas was another person, and he was like a freak of nature anomaly, just like, a heroic cartoon comic book figure. When he went into the Pro Wrestling Noah and went to Japan, there were people that were surrounded by him. They were taking pictures. He was like a modern day Andre the Giant, with people just swarming to him and being so awed by his physical stature. As far as, and he ended up becoming GHC tag team champions too, and won a tag team title there.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
When it comes to Omas, EC3, why do you think he's so miscast in the WWE, and can Triple H redeem this by using him in a more prominent role with him taking over?
Yeah, I think Noah would be a good place to start. I think the issue was because when I was in NXT, he was coming in, and obviously the physical stature, great guy too, nice, just beginning training. But Vince at the time, and a lot of people had just this obsession with a big guy getting them up there as soon as possible, where he has no time to feel out the industry, he has no time to feel out the sport. Plus, you're condensed to just the system, so you have no outside experiences. Then you get thrust into a spotlight, even if you're kind of like, he was managing AJ, right? And just had his couple of spots there. Yeah. But then I think him and Brock wrestled at WrestleMania. It was pretty good. It was like almost his best match. But when they don't immediately grab the attention, they can lose favor quickly. And especially if they're around all the time, the novelty and the attraction gets lost if they're not brought in properly when they're ready, conditioned, and adjusted. So, like, you see, Japan sees him, oh my God, look at, taking pictures, look at him, amazing, because this is the first time you see it. But if you see it every week at TV and it's not doing anything, you become numb to it.
Curse of abundance, EC3, the curse of abundance.
Thriving today, Chris. That's great.
Man, I'm in my lane, brother, in my lane. Vince Russo, man, what do you think about Triple H and Omas? Do you think that he could be booked at least better than what we've seen?
Yeah, bro, it's too late. They brought him in and out too many times. He's got too much stank on him. It's too late. And I don't say that often, bro, because I always say you can save somebody. I always say that, but I think he's been in and out way too many times where now I think it would be very, very hard for anybody to take him seriously.
So do you think the Noah partnership can help him?
Yeah, keep him there. Keep him there if he's over. Absolutely. Keep him there if he's over. Let him be over there. But if you're going to bring him back here and start all over again, bro, he's had too many starts and stops. I don't think you're going to get him over here.
Yeah, he needs to be there for like a year. And they need to build it as sort of like he's a developing legend. That, now he's coming from the Orient, and then they have all this great footage of him just people going nuts over him destroying people left and right like a freaking Godzilla movie. And then with enough time passing, and if and when he's ready, get him that singles experience outside the WWE bubble, maybe it could be saved.
Is Omos the type of person that his stature is big enough to just come back and win like an Intercontinental Championship or United States Championship? Do you think that could help propel his resurgence?
I think if he's ready and they have faith in him, and there was enough time has passed, and they built him up in a certain unique way, if you're going to pull the trigger on a guy, you got to pull it. So if you bring him back, you got to shoot him right to the moon, and then chips fall where they may.
Yeah, I mean that giving him that mid-card championship. I mean Shinsuke, it makes sense that Shinsuke is champion as far as just the character, the rehauled character that they're doing is been widely accepted as positive, among the current fan base. But it's one of those things. If you think about it, LA Knight could have easily said open challenge, I'm a fighting champion type of deal, cut one of his, normal promos, open challenge. All of a sudden Omos comes out, because we haven't seen him in a while. Omos comes out, beats LA Knight, wins the United States Championship. Because I think we haven't seen him enough, I think that removes a little bit of the stank and the stench, that was built up for so long. And I think physically it just makes sense for him to just be, shot up to that type of thing. And don't have him be in a bunch of, 5-star matches and stuff like that. Build people up to fight the almighty Omos, who's the United States champion. So you had something to say there, Reese?
When the Viper fought was it the Mountain in Game of Thrones? That's just what the vibe I get, how you would build a feud around that. Just this unbeatable friggin' monster. And even if the Viper gives him his best shot and has him down, he still rips his face off in the end because he's almost.
Indeed.